My name is Cameron Rennacker. Wait, hold on, professor. We should throw the professor in there. All right. Beep, beep. My name is Professor Cameron Rennacker. I am an assistant teaching professor here at the Polytechnic School, and I teach graphic information technology. Something that I find really inspired me was when I was learning photography in high school. Contrary to what you might think, a lot of it was actually self-taught. Very little of it was a teacher in high school telling me, here's how to use a camera, here's what aperture is, here's what shutter speed is, here's what ISO is. None of that happened for me. So one of the things that I always caught myself doing was going and looking at people whose work I admired and then seeing what inspired them. Those things really taught me to look at things with a certain eye, and the fact that I learned it on my own, it wasn't told to me, meant that I could take it and ingest the thing that I was wanting to learn at that time. So I sort of adapted a philosophy of design thinking, discover, define, ideate, prototype, test, but I threw in an extra piece in there called incubation. And that incubation period for me took a long time to figure out what worked. Everyone's is a little bit different, but for me it was national parks. And so at this point, my entire mission is to go and visit all 63 national parks and as many of the national monuments as I can get to. One of my favorite moments when working with students is when I get to see their light bulb that might have a little bit of light coming out of it just shine a little bit brighter. And a lot of the classes that I build and that I teach have several moments that are specifically designed to sort of tear down your reality and rebuild it. And sometimes you get a student where they'll recognize that you're rebuilding their reality somewhere in the middle, but oftentimes it sort of happens collectively at the very end of the class where they're like, oh, I get it now. And that's a really exciting moment for me as a teacher, is like, oftentimes there's a lot of resistance going through the class. School is not easy. School should be challenging. You are literally disconnecting and reconnecting neurons. That should be a painful process. But by the end, you should feel those neurons gelling. And when you see that, the students kind of like brighten up a little bit, and that's really inspirational to me as a professor, is just watching someone's life reality change and seeing how they can connect that to the real world.